Alright, so in the previous video we have seen the integral types, and in this video we're going to see what is floating point types, and then we're going to see what is decimal types or char types and boolean types, string types and object types. So without integral means this is very integral to the programming. Without this one, this almost becomes impossible for us to do programming. Say for example with the int, if you guys doing Unity C# gaming, it's impossible if you guys not using int, our short, our byte, our long. Alright, so in this video we're going to see what is floating point types. So if you guys look in here, we have divided this one into the 7 types here. Then we're going to see one by one. So we're going to talk about these two guys here. We're going to talk about the float, which is 32-bit single, and then we're going to see double, which is double precision. Okay, so we're going to go here. Floating point types. So as I said, the float is a 32-bit, and the range is, so I'm going to put a range is from this number, and this 64-bit, the double is 64, range is, that's a range. So the float, which as I said is 32-bit single precision floating point numbers, whereas this guy here, double, is 64-bit double precision floating point numbers, and the default value for all of these ones is 0. So that these types are also define two constants called mean value and max value. There is two constants that are defined in this one, is called minimum value and maximum value, that provides the maximum, minimum and maximum value of it. And these types also provide not a number. So here inside the C# .NET we have system dot double dot nan. It means this not a number. If you have if your program encounters some weird stuff which it thinks is not a number, then it's gonna, you guys gonna see this one, not a number. So NaN stands for not a number. And then we're gonna see this for the negative infinity, and you're gonna see this one, the positive infinity, which is opposite to negative infinity. Alright, so if you guys have, for example, you guys can if you guys want to do float, make sure you always tell the C# you put a F at the end, just like a Python, or you can put a lowercase, uppercase, don't worry. But if you guys say, for example, do here, say I put a double, my float, which C# thinks is double. So if you guys do float, say my float, you put it there, and if you guys gonna put a 50 point, say 30, and if you don't put a F, then the C# is gonna think it's a double, because if you guys single precision, you guys always gonna put a F, just like a Python, any other programming language. It doesn't matter if it's lowercase, uppercase, it doesn't make a difference. But you guys, if you guys want to tell Python specifically to use a single precision, you guys gonna put a F at the end. If you guys don't care, and if you guys want the Python to put double, you guys just put nothing at the end. Then the Python not going to give you error, then the C# is not going to give you error, and it's gonna just process this one as a double. But if you guys want to say, for example, tell the Python explicitly that this is a double, say for example you guys are working for a stock exchange, and as you have encountering very huge number, and you want the Python to say I want this one double and only double, then you guys gonna put a D here. Otherwise, if you don't put it there, that's still fine, no problem. So the next one is gonna come at the decimal type. In our basic data type, we have seen the integral type, we have seen the floating point decimal type, which is the 128-bit, and that's a range of the decimal type. So the decimal type represents up to 28 decimal places, and you're going to see here there's 28 decimal places. So the default value for the decimal type is 0. As I said, is like previously is that you got a minimum value and maximum value constants that define the minimum and maximum value, the type that are available. A decimal literal can be specified using the m, our m suffix, as shown, as we have put it here. So if you guys want to say put a decimal DEC1, you put 100.99 m at the end, and then it, regardless of you put it lowercase, uppercase, doesn't matter. C# is pretty clever. As soon as you guys gonna put it here, they're pretty clever to process this one. So you can put a decimal. Our if you our decimal DEC1, our DC2, you can also put a, say for example, var. Say for example, we can put a C equals to say 50 point, say 60 m. That's still fine. And sometime you guys going to see here system dot decimal, which if you guys want to call it A, you guys going to see this one as well. So 100, say for example, our 0.90, and you guys going to see M here. So don't be surprised if you guys see this way, because this is also decimal. So why do we need a decimal? Why do we need to put it in our application? So decimal, we're going to put it where we need exact precision, just like stock exchange. Say for example, our very huge financial institution, where if you guys want to go and then you guys need a absolute precision, and by precision I mean really good precision, then you guys are going to put a decimal. You guys are going to put it this way. But then now you guys are going to see that why we have float and double here. We also have this one. Why can't we just use this one? And just let you know, these guys are way faster than this one. But when it comes to precision with a huge number, you always go with the decimal type. When it comes to absolute precision, means so you have a very huge number and you want very narrow it down to almost no error, then you guys gonna put a decimal type. But if you guys don't care, it says whatever, I round up near even 100 or something, 50, whatever, 20, if there is a plus minus, no problem, then you guys go with double, then that's no problem. But you have employers who's going to send you to places to have absolute precision, then you guys go with the Z decimal. So the next one is going to be char, our char type. So this one stands for character type, is used to represent 16-bit Unicode character. So Unicodes define a character set to that is intended to represent the characters most languages in the world. Characters are represented by enclosing them in a single quotation, which you guys going to see here. With the Unicode, you guys, with the character, you always put it in the single quotation. You guys looking here, that's a character, that's one character. So what is Unicode? Say 16. Unicode 16 is just like say for example every number or letter. This D is 1. Say for example A is gonna be say 1. For example, A is a 1 character. So the character values are literals, hexadecimal, escape sequence that have this guys here. Say this gonna be also character, special character. This one stands for the next line. This is for the tab. This is for carriage return. So I'm gonna put A this way, he carries return, and this is for the backslash. So that's a special character. But all in all, character, you guys can put a char, whatever C or whatever number you guys want to put it here, whatever character. So you guys can put a, say for example, A uppercase or A lowercase, whatever you guys want to put. That's going to be the char character, and it's 16-bit. The next one is going to be Boolean, which the range is going to be either true or false. You guys going to see here. That's a Boolean, which is very easy. As I said in the previous video, Boolean, the reason the computer industry, they put a bool in honor of George Boole, which was a mathematician who invented this true and false, 0 1. Just like a light switch, if you put a 1 on and if you put a 0 off, you guys going to see that on computers, laptops, whatever you guys going to see. Sometimes you're going to see on and 1 and 0 and together. It means that's a power. And the next one is going to be string type. As I said, that the strings are an array of characters. So string is an array of characters. We call it a string or alias from system.string. Strings are read-only character of objects. Strings are not null terminated by 0. If you're coming from C language, if you know that if you want say your character, say for example Yazdani, for example, we have a Y, then A, for example, and then you have all these letters at the end. You have this null termination at the end. That's how the C operates. But as I said, are not null terminated. But in C# it's not null terminated. So the strings is array of characters. So character, what is character? Character is that we have already explained one letter, array of one letter. Say for example A is a character by itself, it's 16-bit. So if you then we're gonna then the programmer are sick and tired of just following along, wasting the time on just one letter each, one by one, then null terminated. Then what happens, someone came along and created strings. So it means they have created a stream, an array of characters. And then instead of say Yazdani, why can't we just put a say string Y equal to say for example Yazdani, for example. Why can't we just put it this way and have the same result? Then you put it this way. Say for example Yazdani Y A Z D A N I Y this way. This is wasting a lot of time and resources. Instead of this is a lot easier. You can put Y and you can put like thousands, hundreds of thousands of strings just into Y. You can put it welcome to Crywood, or you can put an array of strings. So string, all in all, strings are array of characters. And keep in mind, this is strings a read-only character of objects. Say example, you can declare your string declaration. You can put your data type string mystr, then you can assign something to mystr. This is an example of string. Say for example, you can put also string x. You can put a null at the end. It means you don't want anything, you want it empty, null terminated. So you can put a string, say for example z, and then we can put a string dot empty. You can put it this way. You can put it this way as well, so it's empty. Keep in mind, this one here we are assigning, as I said in the previous video, that equal means assigning null, and here we are it means here we are initializing with null. Here we are initializing with some sort of string. Here we are just telling C# is empty, and here on top we initializing with some sort of text here. So in the future videos, we're going to go on the string, and we're going to see the string concatenation as well. And finally, the last but not least, we have object types. As we said, that object type is the base type for all the types in C#. So the object type provides some basic functionality to all other classes in the form of several virtual methods that any derived class can override. So these methods, we have included this one equals, determines if the specified object is empty, equals to current one. So that's equals, we are checking if it's equals or not. Then finalize allows the object to free resources and clean up. Get hash code retrieves the hash value for current object, and the toString, and the toString is that returns a string that represents a serialization of the current object. So that's what the toString. You guys going to see this one a lot. toString, you guys going to see this one all the time. So this one's, I wrap up this videos about 7 basic types, which in the previous video we have seen the integral type. In this video we have seen the floating point types, decimal types, char or character type, bool type, string type, object type. These are very, very important if you guys are just learning C#, because you guys needs to know all these in order to learn C sharp. But if you guys don't skip this video and don't learn this one, then it's going to be very hard for you guys to understand all this and apply this one in your game or any other programming, for any other programming purposes, whatever you guys making. So these ones are very important in C sharp. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, crowd. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.